Welcome back, welcome back.
They say the world is full of sheep, weak, docile, predictable creatures. Sheep that move in herds, following the crowd, their minds controlled by the loudest voice, the strongest figure. Their choices aren't their own. Their lives? A series of programmed robotic movements dictated by fear and comfort. They don't even know how to think for themselves. They don't need to. They're comfortable in their ignorance, just existing, waiting for the next order. And then there's you. You are not one of them, not by a long shot. The beauty of being a wolf in sheep's clothing is that the sheep don't know you're different. They'll never see it coming. They look at you, and they see someone like them, weak, naive, innocent, easily controlled. They don't know what you are beneath the mask. You've played their game so perfectly, they think you're just like them. You're not. You've spent time perfecting your disguise. You've watched them. You've studied their habits, their weaknesses. You know their every move, their every fear, their every weakness. You know what makes them tick, and you know exactly how to blend in. You've been in their herd, playing the role of the clueless follower, the one who always blends in, who never questions, who never stands out. You know, deep down, that it's all just a game, and you've been playing it better than they ever could imagine. What makes the wolf dangerous isn't its power, or its hunger, or its strength. What makes the wolf dangerous is its mind, the way it waits, the way it bides its time, the way it watches, learns, calculates, and plans. The wolf doesn't need to rush. The wolf doesn't need to prove itself. The wolf is patient. And that is exactly what makes the sheep so blind. They think they're safe. They think they've got it all figured out. They think the world is theirs for the taking because they follow the rules. They've been conditioned to believe that as long as they follow the rules, as long as they're obedient, they'll be fine, safe, protected. But they never realize that those rules aren't meant for their survival. Those rules are chains. Chains that keep them in their place. Chains that bind them to mediocrity, to complacency. But you don't follow the rules. You never have. You've always known that the rules were meant to keep the masses in check.
Follow the law. You know?
To keep them from thinking for themselves. To keep them from questioning their reality. The moment they start questioning, the moment they start thinking outside the box, they threaten the system. That's why they don't want you to wake up. That's why they want you to stay a sheep. Because if you realize that you're the wolf, you'll change the game. You'll break the system. You'll destroy everything they've worked so hard to create. You've known this all along. That's why you've played the game. That's why you've kept your true self hidden. But here's the thing. The more you hide, the more powerful you become. The more you let them underestimate you, the more you can maneuver, calculate, and prepare for the day when you finally pull off the mask. And when that day comes, oh, they won't know what hit them, because they'll never suspect that the meek, docile figure they've ignored for so long could be the one who tears everything apart. The most powerful weapon is patience. You don't need to make a big noise. You don't need to act impulsively. You don't need to fight or argue. No, the wolf knows that the best way to attack is to wait until the moment is perfect. When the prey is weak, When the prey has let its guard down, when the prey believes it is safe, that's when the wolf strikes. It's funny, isn't it? How the sheep are so comfortable in their lives. They move in herds, sticking to the rules, doing what they're told. The best way to attack is to wait until the moment is perfect. When the prey is weak, when the prey has let its guard down, when the prey believes it is safe, that's when the wolf strikes. It's funny, isn't it? How the sheep are so comfortable in their lives. They move in herds, sticking to the rules, doing what they're told. They think they've got it all figured out. They live their lives pretending they're in control, but they're not. They've never been in control. They've just been following someone else's orders. They've just been following the path that's been laid out for them. And that path is a dead end. You don't need to force them to see the truth. You don't need to shout at them. You don't need to convince them. You don't need to manipulate them directly. You know the truth. You've known it all along. The key to power is knowing when to act, when to move, when to reveal your hand. It's not just about breaking the rules. It's about creating new ones. It's about playing by your own rules.
Why? Because they're rules. They're not laws.
The sheep live in a world where they think they have no choice. They follow the path, mindlessly, not realizing that they're trapped. They don't even know they're slaves. They don't even realize they've been conditioned to live the way they do. But you've always known.
Have you ever questioned why you do what you do? Have you ever questioned why do you like what you like? Do you like it because you like it, or because someone told you to like it? Do you like it because it's what you see? And so you're like, all right, well, my daddy likes it, my mom likes it, the world says it's okay, right? What about the truth? What do you like?
That the moment you step out of the herd, the moment you stop following their rules, the moment you start thinking for yourself, that's the moment you take control of your own life. That's the power of being a wolf in sheep's clothing. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be obvious. You don't need to be forceful. All you need to do is wait. Wait for the right moment. And when that moment comes, you strike. You reveal yourself. You show them who you really are. You show them your true power. But here's the trick. The moment you reveal yourself, it's already too late for them. By the time they realize who you really are, by the time they understand what you've been doing, it's already over. They're already at your mercy. They're already lost. You've already won. And when you win, it's not just about defeating them. It's about owning them. It's about having the power to control their fate, to make them feel small, to make them realize they were never in control, never in charge. They were just pawns in your game. And that's the beauty of being the wolf in sheep's clothing. You don't need to act out. You don't need to draw attention to yourself. You don't need to get angry. You don't need to fight. You just need to wait. Wait for the perfect moment when they've let their guard down, when they think they're in control. And when that moment comes, you pounce. They'll never see it coming. They'll never expect it. And by the time they realize what's happening, they'll already be too far gone.
Why? Because you stand in the truth. And when other people stand on, well, I see it done, so that has to be the truth, because everybody's doing it, right? Well, no. That's what you see, you know? A lot of people don't understand there's a lot of levels to life. And when you want to get out of a certain level, you got to stop thinking a certain way. You got to stop doing things a certain way. So, if you truly want to leave your level, sometimes you leave a level and you don't go anywhere. I find maturity one of the hardest levels for most people to actually experience for reasons I don't know, you know. I thought gaining shit in life, being able to do what appears to be maturity, you know, working, having a family, all these things appear to be maturity, but are you really doing it the right way? Do you even like doing it? I've seen so many people rush ahead to want to be older or do things, and then the real life of that comes to light, and they have no idea how to handle it. And that's because you were trying to be something you was never supposed to be, you know? Like, one of my enemies I'll use for example. Hi, Frankie. Meeting men like you make me 100,000 times happier that I hold back, you know, sound the horns, on pursuing women, and why I knew I went the right way when I stopped being a fucking idiot like you know? Only worrying about women and dumb shit. And now look at you know? It's pathetic. Men like you that chase money and this status, this I'm the man shit, then get what you want and literally can't even handle it. Don't even know what to do. Just keep bringing more people into your story of fucking tragedy. You know? All these women you're chasing, all these women, I get bitches. Where'd it get you? What did it get you? You have kids? It's never a bad thing. But what are you gonna do now? You know? All those people you accumulated around you falsely, and you want to be big fucking daddy Jesus, right? You want to take care of all these people, but not even know what the fuck you're doing. Now what? Now they're all gonna keep looking to you, and you don't know what to do.
And you'll be standing tall, victorious, unscathed, because you knew how to play the game. You knew how to wait. You knew how to use their weaknesses against them. You knew how to take what you wanted without them even knowing it. And that, my friend, is the power of being the wolf in sheep's clothing. You've been pretending, blending in, but deep down, you've always known who you are. You've always known what you're capable of. And when the time comes for you to show them what you really are, when you finally tear off that mask, when you reveal your true self, they won't be able to stop you. Because you'll be the one holding.
Remember Nino? Remember Anthony? We're gonna work his ass in the ground. We're gonna make this job so hard We're gonna put so much fucking pressure on this guy that not only you're gonna work hard, you're gonna have to worry about, oh, you gotta look behind your back and all that. And all I did was just keep going. Why? Because it's who I've always been. You judged me wrong.
The power, and there'll be nothing more than sheep in your wake. You've always known the game, but now the game is changing. The world doesn't work the way the sheep think it does. The world doesn't operate in black and white, in straight lines. It's a web of lies, manipulation, and control. A maze where only the cunning make it through. You see it, don't you? How easily they fall into their own traps.